Alright, so we are back, and today we are going to be watching Missing, which is sort of, but not really, a sequel to the movie Searching. If you have not watched Searching, we did a review on that back during October, so feel free to go check that out. I was going to wait to maybe do this, but the movie came out a lot sooner than I thought. So I decided we'll just go ahead and do the review of this now. We got enough coming this October for Halloween month. This one's going to be classic remade horror monster movies. Month, yep. So we'll be doing things like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman.
Other stuff.
Yep. Next month we might go see not Rembrandt. What's it called?
Super Mario movie.
Oh, we're gonna see that, and that's this month. Actually, I think Ramsfield, or I don't know. It's the one with Nicolas Cage as Count Dracula.
What?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage as Count Dracula. So anyways, so Missing. Like I said, it's going to be sort of a sequel. It's not going to be a direct sequel of Searching, but it's in the same universe.
Yeah, and it's also made by the same company that made Searching.
Yep. And what do you remember about the movie Searching?
All I just remember is a kid is missing, and its father's looking for it. And at the end of the movie, the kid is in a wheelchair.
I don't know about a wheelchair, but so this kid's daughter goes missing, and he's frantically searching for her. He calls the police. The police, ask him to stay at home, call friends and family, and, see if anybody's heard or knows anything about the last time they saw her, so they can build a timeline. So he's searching on her computer, and he's finding out that she was lying to him about taking piano lessons, and she was keeping the money every month, and she wasn't as popular as she made herself appear to him, so she had no friends, just people she went to school with, and yeah, it really put a dent in finding her, but luckily they actually did manage to find her. And who was behind?
The cop's father?
No, the cop's child. And the cop covered it up. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big twist, huh? Like, bum bum bum. What, you gonna say I'm doing the voice again?
No.
Oh. Because in our last review, you kept saying, I'm doing the voice, doing the voice.
Because you were doing the voice!
You're almost like that kid who kept saying, did it right.
Did it what?
No.
Yes.
Anyways, so this one, from what I've seen in the trailers, I've never seen this, so this will be a first time watch for both of us. And I actually really like Searching. It's really suspenseful. I mean, it's not scary at all. There's no, ghosts or killers or anything. It's just a thriller of, trying to find this person. But I've never seen Missing, and from what I know from the trailer, we're kind of getting a role reversal this time, where it's the child searching for their lost parent.
I mean, I guess the ones who made Missing, this was Searching, did they say, why not we do the opposite of
What is in your mouth? What is that?
scene that makes your breasts nice. I don't know. But maybe they like to say, why don't we do a stretch oval and have a kid look for the parent?
Yeah.
Instead of the parent looking for the child, I would just have it be the opposite.
Yeah. Now I know two of the actors. One I believe is Miles from Lost, and the other is I know from 24. I think it's like season 3 of 24. He plays one of the main cartel people that Jack has to break out of prison. It's either season 4 or season 3. So one of those 2 seasons, though. I know those 2 actors were in this movie, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I don't know them by name, but the actor who plays Miles in Lost, he's in a bunch of stuff. He was in I do know he was in some of the Star Wars sequels as one of the Resistance people. So I guess that about wraps up everything we know and everything from searching. That if you haven't watched our search review, please feel free after you watch this to go check it out. Just to clarify the obvious, of course, once we come back, there will be spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers and you don't want the movie ruined for you, definitely go check this out before. And yeah, anything you want to add, Cora, before we jump into it?
I mean, no offense, but I feel like I do now remember some stuff, and I feel like they're going to bring up some of the stuff that happened in Searching, but only some, like, maybe just little. But if I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I don't think they're going to bring anything up. This isn't like it's tied to that. Maybe at best we'll get an article, like you'll see a background article where it said cop accused of, covering up son's crime or something. But other than that, I don't expect anything from Searching to make a thing here. So, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll jump into it and see what we see. You ready? Yes.
Siri, call June. Mom, this is FaceTime. Oh, gosh. I need you to write a couple of things down. The car keys. I just said write it down. You're not writing it down. Kevin and I are headed to LAX, and we need you to pick us up on Monday. Keep your location on the entire time I'm away. No fun. Got it. Hi, this is Grace Allen. Please leave a message. Mom, where are you guys? My mom never came home from her trip. I don't know where she is. I'm calling about a guest you had.
¿Usted no habla español?
Does anyone speak English?
I'm sorry. This is Elijah Park.
Please, I need your help.
The FBI doesn't have jurisdiction to investigate in Colombia.
So is there anything I can do?
The best thing you can do to help us is just wait by your phone.
Say hi, Mama. Hi, Junebug. I'm not giving up on my mom. There's gotta be a way to find her.
¿Me escuchas?
I need you to go to this hotel and ask for their security footage.
Cleaning señora. Say, si, son American tourists. How did that start?
What did he buy?
What's this?
You think he did something to her? You're going through Kevin's email? You need to let the police handle this. I tried, but we're running out of time. Who are these people? This woman calls him Darren. You weren't going to tell me my mom was dating a felon?
You need to trust me on this. Shocking new footage has leaked online.
No!
That's some questions regarding something we're looking into. Has your mom ever gone by any of their names?
What?
The strangest case I've ever seen. There may be more than meets the eye.
There are some legit questions. Hey, Jitbug. There's actually a lot I want to talk with you about. Oh my god.
Alright, Cora. So, we just finished Missing. And before we start on this review, I just want to say one more time. You want to say it, or am I saying it?
Say what?
Spoilers! Anyways, so we kind of start this movie with a tiny little bit of a flashback, which turns out to be it looks like a Netflix episode of this like real true crime drama where they were showing footage and stuff of the previous movie. So I guess that's the only real reference we get to it in this. I'm actually kind of shocked they put that in there at all. But that was interesting. And then the movie kind of gets a little slow go for a few minutes. But then what happens after that, Cora? Once the mother leaves for Colombia.
I'm not really sure how to say much in this movie. All I just know is somebody was pretending to be whole and it wasn't really whole.
Yeah, you're jumping way ahead though. So basically, the daughter ends up having parties and going to parties so while her mom's away. Wakes up late on the day she's supposed to go pick her mom up, but the mom never arrived. And it turns out that they're missing. The mom and her new boyfriend are missing. And they end up, the daughter is the one mainly tracking this all down. She uses some pretty interesting ways to track down information. And,
I mean, first thing I would probably one of the ways is hacking into their accounts.
yeah.
The first one was, if I believe, the boyfriend's account.
Yeah.
And later in the movie, she actually found out the password to her mom's account.
Yep. So she hacks into the boyfriend's account, and it turns out that the boyfriend was in jail, was in prison for identity fraud and theft. Basically, he was going around changing his name, stealing a bunch of money from women, and
I mean, if someone did touch me, I would see she straight up break up with them and tell the police on them.
well, the thing was, first off, some people have a past, doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people. So she might have believed that he was a changed man.
Yeah, but he stole money from a woman.
So there are women that steal money from men. It works both ways, Cora. You'll find that out when you get older.
Either way, it's mean.
It's mean to break anybody.
I am not going to let somebody take my money and spend it. I have to do something about it.
Well, I don't think they gave the money to him willingly. He basically hacked into their accounts once he was with them long enough and knew enough about them. Got into their accounts, drained their bank accounts, changed his name, and left. So that they couldn't find him. But eventually he got caught. So anyways, turns out that later on we find out that even the mother has a secret. That her name isn't really Grace Allen. Right? And while all this is going on, somebody is watching the daughter from another remote location. Now, basically, I won't give away every tiny detail, but this person ends up coming for her, and there's a big showdown where the daughter is basically kidnapped herself too, along with the mother. And, you know, being that the daughter was logged into the camera system, and the camera system had the ability to record audio, which isn't I guess a normal thing with camera systems, but because it was and her phone was sitting right there, I'm surprised it took her as long as it did for her to go, "Hey Siri, call the..." I don't want to say it because I have an iPhone, but you get it.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call home phone iPhone.
That's why I didn't say it.
No problem, I won't. To who?
Nobody. Hold on, let me turn my phone off while we do this, since we'll be talking about Siri.
You had to mention that part of all others.
Okay, so now that my phone's off, when I thought she would have said like, "Hey Siri, call the police" a long time ago, you know, just in case. I mean, I thought she would have tried that first, and then like, I mean, because...
Yeah, but she's not one of those people who calls Siri.
I have a feeling, though, that was going to come back into play back at the beginning when she was telling the mom, you don't need Siri for everything. But I had a very funny feeling that was going to come into play at some point. So, yeah, basically, it has a pretty good ending, I'd say. I liked how it ended.
Yeah.
Sakura, what did you think of this movie? Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it had some parts that was, like, confusing.
I think that's mostly because you can't read super fast. Because a lot of the stuff that you might have been confused on, the reason I kept pausing and explaining things was I was explaining what was popping up on the screen, all those text messages and stuff, and news articles that was going by real quick. Because if you can't read super fast or identify the main things, yeah, you're going to miss parts of the story. So basically...
No, I mean, like, not that. I mean, like, how was, like, how she been able to lose a camera and losing a voice ago, and to be able to reach her phone and call Siri.
Because the camera was still her computer. She remembered that her computer was showing and broadcasting the audio from that camera. And her phone was sitting right in front of the camera. Right in front of the computer. So if she said it loud enough, the phone should hear her voice and activate. Just like my phone was just in the kitchen. Even though I wasn't close to my phone, all the way over here it heard me say, "Hey Siri," and it activated. That's how that's how these phones act. So, I'm actually surprised the movie didn't cause it to trigger several times. But it does do voice recognition, so.
I mean,
Anything else you want to say about the movie?
I mean, I guess the movie wasn't actually loud enough that Sue could catch it. But, God.
Just go.
But, I'm actually surprised that all of that drama that we see too good ending. I mean, I almost never had a bad ending. I was this close to the end.
Yeah.
And plus, other scenes were confusing. But I'm not going to say something because...
I will say this, I didn't know, I kept suspecting, like, maybe the cop was in on it, like the foreign cop, or maybe the Uber driver, or like the guy she was calling was in on it, because I figured they were going to try to pull something like last time, but then it really spiraled, and it did catch me a little bit off guard with ultimately what ended up happening. So if you're looking for another twist, yes, this movie will have another twist. That's why I'm not saying what the twist is, because although we are giving spoilers, we're not going to go and ruin the entire movie for you.
Come on, just this one?
No. So anyways, I guess with all that said, we'll be right back, and when we come back, we will give our scores and let you know why we scored it what we did. See you in a minute.
Bye.
For thousands of years, the world has been protected by the Guardian of Light, or as he is more commonly known, Santa Claus. Over the centuries, factors such as fear and prejudice, greed and jealousy, misunderstandings, betrayal and war have segregated most humans from the magical world of elves, fairies, wizards, and the like. This has resulted in many misconceptions and generalizations of the true nature of Santa and his world.
This 6-book series by Sean Connaughton begins as the current of a long series of guardians is murdered by a group of monstrous enemies recently escaped from an enchanted South Pole prison. These creatures are loyal to the darkness, an evil force determined to exterminate the light in order to enslave all creatures of the world.
Shane Connor, an average young man, suddenly finds himself being trained as the new Guardian. As he adapts to his new life among fantastic creatures, he goes on an adventurous quest with a legendary wizard for the ultimate weapon to use against the darkness, and faces murderous enemies like Rasputin, Morgana Le Fay, Krampus, and many more.
Along with his best friend Joe Gomez, Shane encounters politics, history, mysterious murders, new loves, his own hidden past, and racial dynamics among the fantasy races that turn out to be all too real. Their adventures reveal the true nature of the world and challenge the current state of how all races interact.
This series expertly melds myths, legends, history, faiths, folklore, and secret societies into a fascinating, cohesive, comprehensive world of wonder and magic.
From Atlantis to Olympus, from Hades to the moon, and from broomstick races to Christmas deadlines, join the new Santa Claus on his amazing journey. But beware, will Shane's quest achieve his ultimate goal of destroying the darkness and preserving the light of the world? Or is he actually playing right into a plot by dark forces that will result in his, and our, ultimate doom?
So make your list and check it twice for the Guardian of Light book series. Download your audiobook or ebook today from Audible, Amazon, or iTunes.
Alright, so Cora, Missing, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Missing?
6 out of 10.
Why a 6 out of 10?
Scenes are so confusing, like I said. And, when the mom got it, hoarded you,
Shot?
I am surprised that somehow she still lived.
Well, that's a minor wound. Yes, it's going to hurt. And if you're not treated soon enough, you could die. But...
Yeah, but... I felt like Dad should have, she should have died way sooner before she called the police.
No.
I'm actually...
No, that's
Would
not...
you stop interrupting me
Oh my God.
for this?
Hurry up.
And I'm actually surprised that somehow she still lived.
Okay.
Even though, she should have died way sooner before her kid called the police and stopped saying no.
Well, if you knew how the human body worked, you would know that there are several places you can be shot and you will not die right away. There's like 4 main places you cannot be shot without dying right away. And those 4 places are your head, your heart, and your lungs.
Yeah.
Anywhere else on your body, you have a while you can survive. Some of those places, if you're shot, it will hurt. It will be very painful, but it will not kill you. If somebody shoots your hand, you will not die. Your hand will hurt. Your body will hurt. You'll lose blood. And you should probably stop it from bleeding, but it won't kill you. Certain places in your leg, unless it clips an artery, which is almost like clipping the heart, won't kill you. But anyways, no, I fully expected her to live. It was, yes, it's going to be very painful, and some people can't probably deal with that amount of pain, so I think that she was just passing out from that. But anyways, let's move on to my score, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Missing, I'd have to say a 9 out of 10. Because I did enjoy this as much as the original, and it's really a toss-up for me, which one I like more. I don't remember if I gave the original a 9 or a 10, but yeah, this one's definitely a 9. Like I said, I thought there were several points where I'm like, oh, they're gonna like do something like the first movie, and no, they didn't. So that they kept it fresh, they kept it new, and I enjoyed that. So I enjoyed the story. I like these kind of true crime stories. It's a nice little break from your traditional horror. So it's a thriller. It's not horror. So, but that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode, Cora. Since I didn't get a chance to ask you during yours, which of these 2 movies did you like more, the first or the second one?
I would probably say this one, because even though it made no sense, it at least made a little sense than the last movie.
Last movie made sense.
Not for me.
You'll probably change your views as you get older.
Yeah, sure.
Because you'll understand more about the world, more about technology, more about human psychology, where things will hopefully make more sense to you.
I'll probably more about technology, because I'm a...
Would you say there was a moral or a lesson to be learned from this movie?
Maybe always... Maybe the lesson of this movie is never let strange people in your house, even if it's your family members. Now I
What?
just think.
How about be honest and open with your family members? Don't keep secrets. Because secrets can lead to trouble.
But they kept their secrets for good reason. So maybe this.
I'm sorry, this girl. Okay, so the whole thing with the father should have been explained to her once she was like 15. She should have been sat down by the mother, said, hey, look, you're a teenager, you need to know about this, you need to know what's going on, this is what happened. And truthfully, the mother should have looked into her boyfriend a little bit better before deciding to go away with the guy. So basically, do your research and be honest with the people in your family, especially if you have a big secret. So, alright, that's going to wrap up this episode, and we will see you in the next one.